it's amazing when you talk about Jeru the Damager,
Right.
And you know, y'all relationship.
Group home.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Little Dap.
One of the things that I always wanted to know, how did the beef between Jeru and Jeru the Damager and Biggie affect you, being that you was cool with both of them?
I don't really see it. I think it's being overhyped right now in this era. But as it was going on, I didn't really see it like that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I think that was just like something that artists that recorded a lot had problems they had. Like Premier gave a beat to Biggie that he had for Jeru. And I think it's one of those situations. So I don't think it was really like no beef, no fortified beef that we accustomed to.
So you think that was the spark of the little
It was
drama?
just, yeah, it was just, beat? I think Premier did when he put Jeru on it, it was a promo for something.
Right.
Maybe for like something on the radio or something like that, I can't remember. But when he gave it to Big made it an official record.
Right.
So I just think that in this whole era of just start talking shit,
right.
You know what I'm saying? That is something more than what it really was.
Got you. And it's amazing, right? Because I watched your documentary, and one of the things that stuck out in my mind when you was explaining the situation about Premier giving the beat to Puffy and Big. Right? The way you answered it was like so cool, calm, and collected. It was like, it made sense for
I was there.
It made sense for Premier to do that.
Right.
But I'm looking at it from, you know, my young eyes, and I'm like, damn, I would have felt like some violated my man, and it would have felt like some. But the way you answered was so mature and smooth, like it made sense for Premier to do that.
Right.
Did you always have that maturity throughout the industry?
No. Okay. Definitely, that's something I morphed into that.
Gotcha.
But you know, that's about going through struggle.
There you go.
So when you go through struggle, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna come up in a higher place. So, you know, I definitely went through a lot of struggle. And I tell people that all the time. When you see somebody, you never know what the game was. You seen their highlights.
Right.
So you never know what they was to get there.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? And I think through struggle, that's where you have elevation.
That's right.
Word.
That's right. That's peace. I love that. What early relationship before, I know you talk about before the hit record, when you know you and PF Cuttin was working together, and you know you rolling with Master Ace to handle business and all that. What early relationship do you feel was most influential in your growth and development as an artist?
Oh man, it's so many. It's so many. You know, it go from the Big. You know, you can go to Big. You can go to Guru.
Okay.
You know, you can go to even Master Killer from Wu-Tang.
Yes.
So Master Killer was like, he was like on my block.
Right.
So every day we get up and we talk hip hop shit. You know what I'm saying? Kumo D is better than LL.
Right.
That's what he said. I'd be like, LL better than Kumo D. You bugging.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what it was. Even as we played Skelly, or we got in the streets and just, you know what I'm saying, whatever it was, we had that hip hop conversation going on. And that's what's kind of kept me paying attention to hip hop. And, you know, so I can't even overlook that because, you know what I'm saying, we be playing in the streets as kids, but still talking hip hop about the greats that's doing it and stuff like that. The shit we hearing on the radio and all that. You know what I mean? So I really...
Y'all lived on the same block.
We lived on the same block.
That's amazing, bro.
Playing wiffle ball, all that together, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to Master Killer.
Shout out to Master Killer for
word, yeah.
That's amazing. Relationships in the industry. Sometimes just having the right relationship with someone could either elevate your career or, you know, deter your career. What relationships that you have, you know, fostered in the industry do you think has been, you know, the most beneficial to your growth and development?
What you mean, like business relationships?
Yeah, or family relationships or anything like that?
I mean, there's a lot. You know, there's a lot. coming into the industry.
Okay.
My first time in the studio, there's a white boy named Paul C.
Paul C, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Paul C he was doing like engineering and producing Rakim,
Right.
Super Lover C,
Gotcha.
and you know, all that crazy stuff that was coming up with. So that was my first time in the studio. I got my money together.
Right.
I said, I went to this big studio. I didn't even know nothing about
And
studio.
you paid for the studio session.
Paying for the studio
Right.
session.
Right.
I go to the studio and it's one of the best studios in New York.
Okay.
Accidentally. I ain't have that knowledge of it like that. So I went in there and just started spending my money, buying studio time, and just learning my way.
Mm.
And Paul C was one of the engineers that worked in there. He kind of liked my voice. And he was like, yo, you know, you got something.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got something, stick with it, do this. You know, focus on the chorus, learn how to make a chorus. You know, the importance of a chorus. You know what I'm saying? Mixing.
Right.
Give some importance to mixing. Knowing how to EQ the snares, the bass, or have an ear for it.
Right.
And I really think that was real pivotal.
And you already had your production in place when you was going into it.
Nah, I was just taking records into
okay.
the studio.
Okay.
I take something because I got I'm the youngest of sisters.
Right.
I got 5 sisters,
Right.
so I'm taking their records that they buying, or I'm taking their old records, and I'm just taking them to the studio, you know what I'm saying? Creating in the studio.
Wow.
Just taking records, taking my pops records. I'm going to secondhand stores, listening, buying records, and I'm taking all that to the studio with Paul C.
Right.
So we go up in the studio, we just creating shit. You know what I'm saying?
Amazing. Yeah.
Right. So find out. I didn't even know Paul C was a king at what he do.
Right.
Like I didn't know he messing with some of the biggest artists that got hit records on the radio, which is the Rakim.
Right.
And Super Lover C and all that. And so you know what I'm saying? I'm in the studio with him working. So he's seen that. And he was like, yo, fuck with your voice. You got something with that.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? So me and him built a relationship, and he was like telling me to come to the studio when I wasn't paying for it.
Gotcha.
So that was real pivotal.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? That was real pivotal, that relationship. Because what he taught me, I was able to appreciate a dude like P.F. Cutting.
Right.
That was really into the sounds and really into all that. So that kind of really set the table for that. Because without that, I wouldn't appreciate it. And who knows where that could have went.
Gotcha.
So, you know, I always give thanks to Paul C, rest in peace, because he he got caught in, you know what I'm saying, some nonsense. And salute Paul C.
Yeah.
But that's one of the relationships that I've learned to really treasure, man.